So, hello, Maria. This is Elizabeth here and Maria Stryer. We are two authors in one topic, and it is January 8th already. My gosh, we're already our first week into the new year. How are you, Maria?
I'm wonderful. And you, Elizabeth?
Great. And last time we were talking about the realizations of the new year and reflecting and boundaries. And today I had an interesting thing about I teach English here in South Korea, and the parents have so much pressure they put on their children. They send them to multiple academies, and these kids are studying all day and all night, 6 days a week. And the parents have expectations of them going to, the top-notch universities and becoming engineers and doctors and that sort of thing. And so let's talk about, why do parents have these expectations of their children? Why do they go through all this trouble to do what they do?
Yeah, because it depends on the society too, because they want the best for their children. And so they want them to earn a lot of money, and they want them to have a great life with a big amount of money, I think. What do you think? You live there.
Well, in Korea, it's because their main resource is their brain. So they have to make their child the most competitive against, yet, holding them next to, measuring them by another student. So they have to try and give their child the most well-rounded. They have them in music classes and Taekwondo and English classes and math classes and STEM, which is the science and engineering. So they're trying to develop the minds of their children to be multifaceted, and be more competitive next to the student that's in their class, right?
Yeah.
So that they can get into the best universities. And it's a lot of pressure on the kids. And I think we could probably do a series about this, because the result of this pressure that's on the kids is we have a high depression rate, and the suicide rate in Korea is the highest in the world. And recently, one of my students attempted suicide over the weekend because of the pressure of the testing. And I just really wonder if these expectations are healthy for parents to place upon their children.
I think not, because you already see what's coming out with this big pressure on the children. But maybe it could work when the children are older and they have enough self-esteem and they have enough emotional things uh, from their parents. Then maybe it wouldn't be that bad outcome when they want to have good results from school. But it's really difficult to be a person your environment wants you to be, and it's not what you want to be. This is an inner fight, and it's really hard when you are not able to fulfill the expectations from your parents, and then you feel like a unworthy person, and this is not good for life. This makes you feel sad and depressive. You need to have good experience. You need to have being loved unconditionally, and then maybe you will get through a pressure in school or in university.
Well, for example, one of the high school students, he really has a passion to be a hairdresser. That's what he really would love to do. And he mentioned it to his parents last year, and they told him, no, this is just a phase you're going through. You need to be an engineer or an accountant, something that's going to make money and secure you a stable life. So he tried again this year to tell his mother that he really still wants to be a hairdresser. That's what he's passionate about. And they had a huge fight, and he came to class and he was in tears, because it was, the mother says, no, 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 we're paying for all your education. You need to be an engineer. How do children, if they know something that they're passionate about and they want to go in that direction, how do they communicate with their parents effectively to get on the same page of what the child desires for his life, because obviously he's 17 years old. He knows kind of what he's passionate about, right? And the parent who still has their expectations of what the child should be doing, or they think the child should be doing.
Yeah, I think those children haven't learned really to um, um, get their desires done, because from the young age till now they fulfilled the experience from their parents. So it's difficult to start as a 17-year-old to get a better conversation with the parents. Maybe he could ask if they do not believe in him, because when they would believe in him, they would know that he would make enough money for his life in his passion, and they do not need him to put him in a direction they want to have him.
That's a very good point. So if you were to approach the parents with, I need you to believe in me because I believe in me, right? But still, it comes back to here in Korea, especially, is the parents really want to mold their children from preschool. They're molding them to be these little geniuses, to be competitive, and
So maybe they measure their value on the outcoming of their children, on the how they go to school. So then they need their children to be so good in school, because then they feel as good parents. And when the children do not show these results, then maybe they feel unworthy as parents.
So we have two dynamics going on here. We have the parents, well, especially in Korea, it's all about image, and how my child is better than your child, and how I'm doing a better job raising my child than yours. So maybe there's some defensiveness there that, like you said, their expectation or what they're doing for their child, they're not getting the result that they want. So when my student told his parent that he wants to be a hairdresser, all of her years of molding him to be an engineer were kind of, I guess you could say, washed down the drain, right? So she was naturally upset because her expectation was not met.
Yeah, it sounds like a parents' battle. Who is the worthiest parent is the parent who has the best engineer in his family, and then it's because the parent do not have enough self-esteem by themselves, so that they need the results from their children to feel worthy.
And that's going to be a great topic for us to continue on our next talk too, is the parent-child trap, right? This expectations of the parent for the child, and the child really trying to communicate with their parent about what they want when they get to this volatile age of being a teenager and on the cusp of becoming an adult and making decisions for themselves, right?
Yeah, we will.
Wow.
We do. Yeah.
Well, this is definitely something we could chat on for hours, but I know our listeners are they're like, okay, we
Enough.
like short talks.
Enough.
Yes. So have a wonderful day, Maria, and our listeners, please leave your comments below and ask us any questions, or let us know what you think about this topic of boundaries and what maybe issues you've experienced or how you set boundaries. And we'd love to address those in our next talk as well. So again, Maria, it's been wonderful. Have a great day, and I will talk to you next week.
Okay, you too, Elizabeth. I'm looking forward to our next talk. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.